You say I make you nervous, a tragedy, I'm a beautiful disaster, a reckoning, you wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Well, it looks like Rachel Leviss, formerly known as Raquel Leviss, will be turning to entertainment with a new podcast. Rachel was one of the key players in the huge Scandoval that played out for everyone to see this year on Vanderpump Rules. And we found out some shocking details of her affair with her best friend's boyfriend, Tom Sandoval. Well, even though she won't be returning for the new season of VPR in January, she will be premiering her new podcast on January 8th. Now, with her new podcast, Rachel is expected to give a tell-all on it all, she says. That Rachel Goes Rogue will be addressing a variety of topics, specifically her mental health journey after the fallout from the Scandoval, her dating life on camera, and her reckoning with self-empowerment. It will also feature special guests from across the entertainment industry. Now, in the description of her new endeavor, it says, "You've seen the story and read the articles. You may think you know me, but you don't really know anything yet. Yes, I've made mistakes, but what you think you know isn't reality. It's time to see reality through a different lens, and you might just be surprised by what you learn. I've stayed quiet for a long time, but now Rachel goes rogue." I personally don't know how much more information that she can give regarding this whole Scandoval, and in my opinion, by rehashing old wounds, it's not good for anyone involved. And I just don't understand what she is trying to do by bringing up these old wounds. Many people can say she hasn't fully told her story, and that isn't on anyone but her. She had multiple opportunities to come clean and tell her side to things. She chose to continue to lie during the reunion when they both claimed it was a one-time thing, which we were very clear to see that it was much more than that. And she later told her perspective on Bethany Frankel's podcast, which, in my opinion, she also tried to twist the narrative a bit to make people feel bad for her, which I just can't feel bad for someone that continuously keeps blaming others on her bad choices when she needs to come to terms with what she did and what she was a part of. She had a lot to do with this and continued this secret affair for 7+ months when she could have stopped it. She could have been more honest, but she chose to pretend to be friends with someone, according to her, just to get close to her friend's boyfriend. I hope you all remember that from Bethany's podcast, because I do. Now, I know we've all heard the term going rogue or goes rogue, but I was curious kind of why Rachel chose going rogue, or Rachel goes rogue, excuse me. And did she do it because it sounds nice? But I wanted to look at the definition of rogue or going rogue and what it means. So let's take a look at Merriam-Webster's definitions. So first up, rogue as an adjective means corrupt, dishonest, which a great example they give here is when there are rogue cops, the cops that are corrupted or dishonest. So is she going to be dishonest with her information that she's giving us? Is that what she means? Now, if we look at rogue as a noun, it means a dishonest or worthless person, or a mischievous person, which if she's going to be someone that's mischievous, she's not going to be giving us the full truth like she claims. But if we look at Merriam-Webster's phrase, go rogue, they say to begin to behave in an independent or uncontrolled way that is not authorized, normal, or expected, which maybe she's going to go rogue in the sense that she's going to go against what the norm is or what we are to expect from her. I don't know. Let me know what you all feel regarding her using going rogue as part of her title to her podcast, if you think it fits well or if it doesn't fit well. I personally think a better wording or phrase would be better. And I don't necessarily believe that she's going rogue, but I guess we will all have to wait to see exactly what she means by this. Rachel also put out an introduction to her podcast, and I wanted to take a listen with you all. So here it is.
I'm Rachel Leviss. This might not be the return you were expecting, but this coming January, you'll hear my side of the story. You may just be surprised by what you find out. I hope you'll join me.
Listen to Rachel Goes Rogue, starting January 8th on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
So, what do you all think about Rachel coming out with a podcast? This was something I figured eventually would happen just from how she was on Bethany's podcast. I personally think the timing is pretty ironic that she will be coming out with it the same time the new season of VPR comes out. I have a feeling she will use this to talk about maybe what she hears and sees on season 11 and gives her viewpoint on things that she could have been a part of if she chose to be a part of the new season. I also feel like she isn't moving on from what she claims she wants to move on from. This podcast is literally surrounding the affair still. I feel like she might be trying to play a victim card still, though she might have been a victim of Tom's suave words and things he said to her, but she's not a victim of the affair. She is still a co-conspirator in it. I hope maybe that she will finally take some accountability, but in my opinion, I don't think for her own mental well-being, it's really good to bring up the past and rehash old wounds. I know personally, with situations and things that I've had happen in my life, it took a while before I could be comfortable with talking about things that really affected my mental health and well-being. And if it was to say, talk about something that happened to me almost a year after it happened, it wouldn't have done me any good. But I want to hear what you all have to say. Let me know what you think about this podcast down below. I love getting to hear your perspective, and maybe it can help others see it from a different viewpoint. I promise, too, that I will definitely be bringing you all this podcast when it premieres on January 8th. And we will be discussing at least the first few episodes, kind of like what we did with Tom's podcast, because not gonna lie, it might not be pretty interesting after the first or second episode. So we will just see how many we can cover and if we want to go more from there. I hope you all have a lovely weekend, and I will be back with more interesting VPR news along with other influencer, celebrity news, and so much more. I'm also starting to live stream again, which I would love for you all to come join me. I will be doing a game night where we play some fun games together, and you don't need to download anything. It's a simple URL link that I will give you with a room code so you can come play along and have some fun with us. Along with bringing back game night, I'm also bringing back my kickback and chats, which literally we kick it and we chat about everything and anything. So make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to all so that way YouTube will notify you every time I go live or post a video. I hope you have a lovely weekend and stay warm out there. Bye, everyone.
You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face. Got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change,